What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall market. Talk about some very, very important levels to watch from what I see on the charts moving forward. But just know that I am not a financial planner, so make sure you take nothing I say as financial advice whatsoever. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total, not to mention 8.1% APY on uninvested cash. Anyways, now let's talk about the market. So we're making a very, very nice move on SPY. There is a lot more upside potential, but now we're going to be looking for a big test because when you look at the 4-hour time frame, SPY has this resistance at this 589.15 area. If we break this, I think that there is potential for us to try to push back up to this imbalance, taking us up to the 591 area. We have to hold above 589.15. Right now, we're kind of shuffling around this area, so that's the reason why it's like SPY is testing a tough resistance and it's trading sideways up here. But I still believe there is potential for us to try to break this. As long as we do get a 4-hour close or a hold above 589.15, I think we could be pushing for that 591 target, which is where our 20 EMA happens to be, not to mention the gap fill above that. Now, if we don't hold above 589.15, we could be on our way back down to 588, but I don't find that to be as probable because we're building a lot of momentum right now, and SPY is seeing a lot of buyers stepping in. So with these buy orders and a lot of momentum that's building, the odds do favor this trying to push up higher. But just for confirmation, let's see if we could hold above 589.15. There's going to be a bit of a fight from now around this area, but I still think that there is potential nonetheless to try to break it. ES is looking more bullish as long as you do not lose the support here at 59.15. I think we are favoring 59.45-ish or above to be tested to start pushing up to our 20 EMA. So this has more upside potential, and I think that this could try to push. So far, so good. As far as Nvda goes, this had some bad news involving their chips potentially overheating, according to mainstream reports. Right, I didn't actually see Nvidia confirm this, but that's what the news was saying. So we could attempt to try to fill this imbalance to get back up to 142. And as long as we don't lose 140, I think that's a stronger possibility. If 140 fails us, we could make our way back down to 138. But I think there's more potential as long as we hold 140 for this to try to push a little bit more. Bitcoin's range bound. As we hit the 92,000 area, we do tend to reject. And as we hit 88,000, we tend to get bought back up. Also very close to our 20 EMA. The main support on Bitcoin's at 90,500 and our resistance is at 92,000. I think we just remain range bound for now. For the big one, Tesla is doing a good job. It's holding up nicely. But if you look at the 30 minutes time frame right over here, we're just barely riding our 20 EMA, so we're just trading sideways right here. We have a support at 338, and our main resistance is at 350. I think Tesla's just going to be trading sideways in this range. If we lose 335, though, I will turn a little bit more bearish. There's going to be a risk of 330.42. As long as we're above 338, though, there's potential for this to try to make its way back up to the mid 340s and continue to trade sideways. So just keep that in mind. Tesla is still bullish overall. It's holding up 6%. It gapped up, and now it's just trading sideways, which is still a good sign. As far as NQ goes, we remain more bullish. We're outperforming many of our counterparts. As long as we don't lose 20,650, we remain more bullish, and this has potential to try to continue this push for 20,750 or even above that, so it looks bullish overall. QQQ is bullish, but just know we have tough resistance at 502. Our support's at 500.5. If we break 502, we could be looking for this next imbalance at 502.8. If that breaks, we're looking for 503.25. If we lose 500.5, we're looking for a dip back down to 499. So we could be retesting 500, but we could try to bounce off this and start to continue to push. So I see potential in this nonetheless. For Apple, we did a good job at hitting the 229 area. We have the support to watch for down here around 228.5. So this is previous resistance becoming support that Apple is testing. Let's see if we bounce off 228.5. Otherwise, we could be looking for a retest down here at 228. But then we could bounce off of that. So Apple's still doing a good job at holding up. We were expecting some kind of rebound, and that's what happened, at least thus far. So Apple's doing a good job. We were talking about how this trend line is holding up very nicely on Apple, this yellow line down here. I think there's more potential upside as long as we hold above 228. For the IWM, we dipped close to our target, and then we got a bounce exactly as we predicted. I called out that this might be pushing for about 231. We came very close. We actually had 230.64 around that area. We came just short of my target, But so far, there is still more potential for us to push higher as long as we don't lose 229 flat. I think that's going to be our main level right here where this imbalance happens to be 229.25. As long as we don't lose that, I think we could be pushing for 231. So there's some potential in this that remains. Coin is kind of flat right here. It is trying to push. We're looking for 320 as the main resistance, and then 303 is the main support. We're kind of stuck in the middle. I think we could be pushing for the higher levels, so we'll just have to give this more time to develop. Amazon hit this resistance at 204. Our main support is going to be at 202. We're still range bound, so give this more time to develop. This is a little bit weaker though, so I do see a risk of us coming closer to the lower 202s, which could lead to more downside later to 200. So there's some weakness on Amazon. Meta is fighting at 560. It's not able to break past that, so we're range bound between 552 and 560 for now. I'm not seeing much on this. It might dip closer to the mid 550s, so like 555 before it continues to consolidate. Microsoft is also consolidating at 415, not super bullish, not super bearish, kind of stuck in the middle. If we lose 412, I will turn more bearish down. If we break 420, I turn bullish. Otherwise, we're completely range bound. Google looks more bullish, going to be looking for a test of 176.5. We'll see if we break that or not. I think we might push a little bit more than consolidate up there. So far, so good. As far as the market goes, we are once again doing a good job at holding up, but SPY has to try to break past 589.12, hold above it for a 4-hour close for us to remain more bullish. If we can't do that, this will once again continue to shuffle. So I just want to give you guys a heads up about that. Anyways, I thank you all so much for listening. Please have a great day. This is going to be a very quick market update. Until I see you guys again in a couple of hours, take care and peace out.